Most Gen Z and millennials nowadays aspire to have a multitude of income streams. In this video, we're going to go over 13 different income streams that you might want to consider if you're looking to diversify your income portfolio. So we'll start with 5 higher level income categories, and then we'll dive into a few more specific ones. First on the list is the most simple. It's paycheck income. So most people who are starting on the path to building multiple income streams start with paycheck or salaried income. This is your guaranteed weekly or bi-weekly paycheck that you get from your full-time or part-time job. For many people, this comes from an employer, but even if you own your own business, at some point you are likely going to give yourself a salaried income. Whether you work for yourself or an employer, your paycheck income is something that you can use to contribute towards your other income streams. Income stream number 2 is commission-based income. When you're looking to have more control over your income, a good transition income stream would be a commission-based job. These are jobs like being a real estate agent or a mortgage loan originator. With commission-based jobs, you typically get paid out a percentage or a fixed amount for each sale that you make. The great part about commission-based income is that your skill and the effort that you put in more directly corresponds to the amount of money that you're able to make. If you're able to make more sales, typically you'll earn more commissions. And that's one of the major downfalls of only having a salaried income. Your efforts aren't necessarily correlated to the amount that you're paid. Oftentimes, employees who are more efficient in their jobs end up having more added onto their plate, and they're not necessarily compensated for it. With commission-based jobs, in a way, you're getting what you put in. Third is to start your own business. So something that we kind of have to acknowledge here is that you likely are not going to escape the rat race fully if you work on just a single salaried income, especially if you're not changing jobs or getting raises or doing things to further your pay in your profession. So one of the biggest things that you can do to set yourself up for financial freedom is to start your own business. Though you may not realize it, many of the income streams on this list do require you to start your own business in some way, shape, or form. For example, if you become a landlord, you are essentially starting your own real estate rental business. Even if you're just house hacking a room in your house and renting that out on Airbnb, that's like running a small vacation rental or a one-room hotel. With either of these, you could manage them yourselves or hire out the management, but either way, you're going to be running it like a business. You're going to be keeping track of your income and the expenses associated with renting out that room or property. Regardless of what type of business you're starting, making sure that your finances are in order is such an important part to make sure that you're actually profiting off of this income stream. A tip for this, make sure that you have a business bank account set up that's designed to help you manage and organize your business's finances. If you need help getting started with that, I recommend you try North One. North One is designed to help business owners like you manage and organize their finances all from this card and your phone. It's easy to use, made specifically for small business owners, and right now they're having a giveaway where they're giving away $5,000 and several smaller prizes of $500. It'll take you just 3 minutes to sign up for an account with North One, and that giveaway that they're having is ending soon. So if you want to learn more and find out how you can win some of those prizes, do click that link in the description to North One. Income stream number 4 is becoming a landlord. This does require money up front, but if you are able to save enough to buy a property, becoming a landlord can be a great way to build another income stream. Rental properties are an investment that can give you a pretty regular income, and they're usually pretty easy to manage even if you do have a full-time job or you run your own business on the side. And this is what a lot of popular finance YouTubers have done, including Graham Stephan. He got into real estate and was able to buy a property at a pretty young age. He was then able to live in it and rent out the other half. That half that he was renting out pretty much covered his entire mortgage, and he was able to live for free. When you do this, you're able to use any leftover money that you would otherwise be spending on rent to put into other investments or other business ideas. This is a common strategy called house hacking, and it's not just limited to those who own duplexes. You can also achieve achieve the same thing by renting out rooms in your house to roommates or building an addition on your property that you rent out. In addition to long-term rentals, you could also rent out short-term rentals on Airbnb or VRBO while you're on vacation or visiting family, or again, if you have an addition on your property, you can rent that out as a separate unit. And even though some people that you see doing this are in real estate themselves, you definitely don't have to be a real estate agent in order to start house hacking. Wise property investment just requires you to research the rules and regulations in your area to learn how to become an effective landlord. Income stream number 5 is of course something that we have to talk about on this channel, which is investing in stocks. So when you invest in the stock market or in stocks or ETFs, there are 2 main income streams that you can get from this: dividend income and capital gains income. Investing in the stock market is another great way to build an extra income stream, although the growth of this income stream can often be a lot slower than some of the other options, like starting your own business or investing in real estate. Of course, this depends on how you're actually investing and what you're investing in, but in some cases, some people would consider it to be less risky and very passive. Even if you do have your own business or profitable rental properties, or even a combination of both, a lot of people do think that investing in the stock market is a great way to diversify your portfolio as well as your income. So like I said, when it comes to stocks, there are going to be 2 main ways that you can earn income from this. One is going to be dividend income, and 2 is going to be capital gains income. With dividend income, this is a small amount that some companies will pay out if you own their stock. A lot of bigger, well-known companies do this, like Coca-Cola and Apple, but not every single company pays dividends, so you do want to check that out first if you are interested in getting into dividend investing. And capital gains income is the income that you earn from selling a stock at a higher price than what you bought it for. So not all companies pay out dividends for their stocks, but with any stock that you own, you do have the potential for capital gains. That doesn't mean that you will make money on it, but it means that you could. To earn money from the stock market, it's definitely not necessary to only invest in dividend-paying stocks, but they are a cool thing to look into if you are interested in building up those extra income streams. Okay, so unlike the income streams that we just mentioned, the next ones are going to rely a bit more on building an audience, but this doesn't necessarily mean that you have to put yourself in the public eye or become an influencer. We know that's not the lifestyle that everyone wants, but these are some really common income streams that influencers do have, so I think they are worth touching on. And these can be used with things like blogs and faceless YouTube channels. Number 6 is affiliate marketing. This is a pretty straightforward way of making a passive income. You pretty much are linking to products or services on your social media platforms or a website, and whenever someone clicks on that link or purchases a product or service that you've linked to, you'll get a certain percentage or a fixed amount for referring people to that product. Number 7 is brand deals and sponsorships. Again, this is pretty straightforward. A brand pays you to talk about a product or a service, and it's essentially a way to get a TV commercial on YouTube without actually running ads on the platform. You can generally think of these as like custom commercials that are made by the creators, and for many creators, this ends up being a lot more profitable than just YouTube AdSense. And speaking of that, number 8 is going to be Google AdSense. So this is money that is paid out to creators every time that you watch an ad that's before, during, or after a YouTube video. This isn't limited to just YouTube though. You can also earn AdSense money by posting ads on your blog or website. The difference between AdSense and sponsorships is that with AdSense, those ads are created by the companies. They're also not individually selected by the creators, although in some cases, creators do have a little bit of control in the sense that they can block some companies or categories of products from being advertised on their channels. So the amount that you're paid out per view or per click on your ads is going to greatly depend on what niche you're in. For example, the ads on sewing related videos are going to pay out a lot less than ads on financial channels. This is because banks and financial institutions can profit a lot more from acquiring a customer than a fabric store can. Number 9 is course sales, and this is an incredibly popular popular income stream for all sorts of influencers. Unfortunately, they can get a bad rap, but a lot of courses out there are legitimate and do actually help people. YouTubers like Charlie Chang and Ali Abdaal have reported that their course sales make up a very large percentage of their overall income. Number 10 is blogging, and blogs make money in a lot of the same ways that YouTube channels do. So think ad placements, sponsorships, and affiliate links. In addition to that, though, blogging can also be used to create a funnel for some sort of product or service. A funnel is a common marketing technique where you engage with the customer at different stages and you lead them through buying your product or service. For example, if you have a language learning blog and you also create a language learning course, you can use the articles on that blog to lead the readers into actually purchasing your course. By creating free but valuable content and by creating meaningful engagement, you are more likely to turn that reader into a paying customer. So now that we've gone through some of those more influencer-specific options, here are a few more that could really go either way, whether you have your own business or you are an influencer. So number 11 is selling digital products. This is a common option for influencers, but actually it can be quite accessible to anyone. Technically, a course would be a digital product, but there are a lot of other options that you have for making money with this, like writing an ebook, selling art, selling digital downloads, or creating apps, just to name a few. You can even go niche specific with this. So for example, teachers can earn extra money by actually selling their course curriculums on different teaching sites. Income stream number 12 is going to be selling physical products online, and this is another huge way to make money. You can do this through an online marketplace like Amazon or Etsy, or you could even start your own store on your own website. One of the downsides of selling physical products is that typically the overhead for this is going to be much higher than if you were just selling digital products. One way people get around this is through drop shipping or print on demand, where items are only created or shipped once a customer has actually purchased them. Then the wholesaler or the printer would send the product directly to the customer instead of it having to go to you first. But there are downfalls with this too, so definitely if you're looking into that, go through all of the pros and cons before you get into selling physical products. Income stream 13 is going to be royalties, and for some people this can be huge. Royalties are an ongoing payment for allowing someone to use an asset that you've created. So this could be things like photography, art, videography, or even things like music or patents. This has become an increasingly popular side hustle that some people are turning into their primary income source. As online media becomes more and more important, there's an increasing demand for things like photography and videography. And many popular YouTubers that are in the photography space actually started out by selling stock photos or stock videos. And as kind of a bonus, by starting those side hustles, that built up the skills that they needed to actually become successful on social media. This really is a great option to explore because once you put in that initial work to get those things made that you can then earn royalties on, it's completely passive. So those are 13 income streams that you can use to build your wealth and work towards financial independence. But remember that this is just the tip of the iceberg. There are so many different options for income streams. The best strategy is going to be to look at your own unique skill set and figure out the best combination of income streams for you. If you are starting your side hustle or you already have your own small business, do remember to check out that link in the description for North 1, and I will see you guys in the next one.